Hey guys, Crasser here. For today, I want to explain this newly introduced Alliance Mag and Alliance Points. This is going to be important for everybody, even if you're not in an alliance. But to start us off here, the Alliance Mag is a new build part introduced to Alliance creative spaces only, so not into regular creative spaces or anything like that. So you would need to be an alliance and go to your alliance creative space. You need to be an officer or a leader to place this down. You can find this with the other play parts alongside the other alliance features. So you can just grab this, you can place one of these down anywhere that you want. Yeah, this is important because it can give several boosts to you throughout the day, just costing Genesis points. So there's 5 different boosts here: HP up, PP up, potency up, earned XP up, and rare drop rate up. So this goes from level 1 to 10. Once you first make this, it'll be all at level 1 with very low percentages or pluses, but you can get it up to 10 with Alliance points. Alliance points are a new currency that get accumulated by doing Alliance tasks from Tim or by doing Lucille Exploration. Each task that you do provides 100 points to your alliance as a whole, and then the officers or leaders can spend these points on the Alliance Mag to upgrade those boosts or on other features that we'll talk about later. For Lucille Exploration, you do get some points every run that you do. It's based off how well you do in the first half of that quest. So it doesn't matter how far you get with the boss at the end. As long as you just clear some rooms, get an S rank, then you should be able to get 10 points per run. It isn't too much in comparison to the tasks, but from what I've seen, you can get points out of this an unlimited amount of times. So if you're looking to get an extra bit on top, you can keep doing Lucille with your alliance members to get more and more points. And also, I tried to see if you could AFK Lucille for these points, but if you just get a C rank in the beginning of this quest doing absolutely nothing, you only get a single point. So I guess it's something, but it's just not worth it. Back to the mag, you level this up with the second option here, the Alliance Mag boost level up, and you level these up individually. So from getting to 1 to level 10, it'll take 1,350 points. If you're leveling it all from 1 to 10, it'll be 6,750. So it is a decent amount of points, but it is a balance like 68 of those alliance tasks, which should be done fairly quick in a medium size to a large size alliance. There is a catch to this though. Every single day that passes on the daily reset, which is 8 a.m. Eastern for the global server, it will decay by a single level every time, and that goes for all of the boosts at once. So you have to pretty much upkeep this throughout the week, as it will just keep getting lower and lower if you don't invest, more back into it. So I would actually avoid doing some boosts that you don't think will be used by your members or by yourself, such as HP up or earned XP up for later down the line, since leveling is pretty easy already. So you can kind of save points by instead just investing in potency up and rare drop rate up and maybe the photon power up, because those are the more important of the boosts. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide what is best for your alliance, but all you gotta do to increase these is by pressing this and increasing the plus there to how many levels you want to increase it by. And for the final level, it does take 380, so that's a good chunk of that 1350 cost. If you times that by 5 per day because of the, the decay that I just mentioned, it'll take 1,900 points to upkeep it to the max level every single day. With leveling out of the way, let's talk about receiving these boosts. So this is just the first option in the Alliance Mag, and it costs Genesis points, not the Alliance points. So this is just what you currently have as a person, as getting these boosts are on an individual basis that only apply to you. So all of the members have to go here by themselves, officers, leaders, or whoever, and they can receive the boosts at 200 for each one. Yes, that's right, you can get all of these at once, or you can just choose one if that's what you want to do. So you can get the 10% HP up, 10 photon power, 5% potency, 10% XP up, and the 10% RDR all at the same time. And for these, they last 24 hours. Just in case if you were wondering, for these boosts, they don't decay once they're on your person. As you can see here, I have the 10% RDR, as the mag has the 9% right now. So once you apply it, it isn't going to change like retroactively with the decay that happens daily. And also, if you wanted to refresh your boost, you can. You just got to go in here and apply it again. Just keep in mind that if the boost is currently lower than what you previously had, it will go to that amount instead. So it will give me the 24 hours, but it will be the 4.5% potency here as shown instead of the 5%. So just make sure that these are leveled for the day, as you wouldn't want a lesser boost, making your Genesis points not go as far, as it's always going to cost the 200 points no matter what boost level these are actually at. As mentioned before, the potency and the rare drop rate are probably the better ones to choose, as that's more damage right here, killing things faster, and that RDR is more drops for upgrades as well as making Maceta. The others are like on the okay side of things, but their XP up levels you up faster, and when you're max level can overlevel for more cubes, so that's kind of nice, but isn't necessary as it only goes up to like 10%, so it isn't huge. The PP up can be nice for like DPS as well, like doing more damage, having a little bit more photon power, but isn't like a direct increase like this is. The HP up is nice for like surviving, maybe like another hit against like Gigantics or Darkfall Solus, so that could be nice, but I don't know if it's necessarily worth the 200 points per day to do so. For me personally, I'm just going to grab these two for 400 points a day, but you are covered with the full 1,000 points if you grab all the boosts, because you get up to 1250 points from the Genesis trees with the regular creative spaces. But they also did add Genesis points in the Alliance shop that you can grab for Alliance badges. They're currently one set of the 2,000 points, 2 sets of the 1,000 points, and 6 sets of the 500 points for 2 badges for each one. So you get diminishing returns over this, but this totals out to 7,000 Genesis points, which is the exact amount you would need to get the full 5 boosts every single day out of the week. So you are covered here if you get the 18 badges. You may be thinking this leaves no room to get the star gems in here, as those cost Alliance badges as well. You can only get 18 badges in total every single week, since you get 9 Alliance tasks, which each give 2 badges, which, you know, totals out to the 18. But there's another way to actually get badges now, which is tied with the Alliance mag. There's this boost reward bar that you can fill by having people receive buffs, putting in Genesis points into the mag, just kind of like how the region mags get filled up with all the food. And then once this is done, every Alliance member receives 18 Alliance badges, which is enough to cover the Genesis points that we just saw. So it's essentially like a loop here, where if people put in enough Genesis points, they'll all be refunded the points that they've been spending, and can even save extra if they want to spend on other things like the creative spaces or that Genesis point shop. For the boost bar, you can also fill it by just dumping Genesis points into it over and over again if you wanted to, refreshing your own buff. It will take quite a few points just on your own, but you can do so. I would only really recommend doing this if you're like close to filling it out, and it's at the end of the week when the weekly maintenance is about to start. Another thing with the boost reward, as well as just the Alliance mag in general, is that people that are not in your Alliance can actually go to your Alliance space and use your mag boost, like putting in Genesis points to help fill this boost reward and get their own buffs. So if you want to help out other alliances once your boost reward has been filled for the week, since you can only get it once, you can actually go to the Creative Space menu and check out recently updated Alliance spaces to help fill out other people's mags. Unfortunately for these other people's mags, it doesn't show the boost reward progress. So maybe we as a community can come up with something to figure this out, like maybe use a tag for the creative spaces in here, so you can have up to 3, so maybe like not filled or something like that, indicating that we need help to help boost up the reward to get the Alliance badges. For other reasons you may want to use a different Alliance's mag, though, is that for this, you can actually have them upkeep with the Alliance points to have these level 10 effects that you want to grab. And you can save Alliance points for your Alliance if you want to build up points for other things. And then, of course, if you are not an Alliance at all, you can still go to these spaces to get the buffs, so you don't have to, like, force yourself to be in one if you don't want to. For other things that you can buy with Alliance points that you may want to stockpile for, is that for the Alliance mag, you can change its form, which is basically just changing the color palette as of right now, which is changing like black and red and whatnot, for 2,500 points or 5,000 points. And then the other thing that I saw is that you can get a second Alliance creative space, which you go to the creative space menu, click on your Alliance space, you can buy it for 100,000 Alliance points. That's going to take quite a while to build up, especially for smaller alliances. One thing that is annoying about spending Alliance points is that every time you do so, every single member in your Alliance gets a mail notification. If it's just leveling the mag every single day, or if it's buying any of those other things, you will receive mail every single time. So with the Decay, this is particularly bad, because you'll be getting like 5 messages at most every single day from just that. So hopefully SEGA fixes that annoyance, but One last thing is that if you want people to visit your alliance space or go to your alliance mag that aren't in your alliance, do make sure to leave it open to everyone, which you can change with the privacy settings and choosing this option right here, because I believe the alliance members only one is chosen by default. That's everything that I have for you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.